What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast, the Marvel Strike Force Envoy Edition numero tres? Three?
Two?
Is it two or three?
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 No,
4? 9?
It's two.
15?
It's two.
Is it two? No, it's not two.
It's definitely two, isn't it?
What was the first one? First one was Anti-Venom, right? Or was it something after that? I don't remember.
It was Anti-Venom. We missed the second one.
Oh, yes, that's right.
We're in the third one.
So this is
this is our second
technically two. Yes, two. So
For us.
here we go.
For the
For
Overachievers
us.
Gaming Podcast.
For us, yes. So, yeah, because we missed the second one because, people can't keep their mouths shut. And that's how that works in things. But anyway. So this time we're going to talk about some fun new characters coming to the game as well as some updates to stuff. So what are your initial thoughts about the PDF that you got?
So what we received, which y'all will see once this goes live, is the additions and reworks coming to the Skillitary team, which sounds kind of funky, and that's because it is. It's very interesting. So we're getting a rework on Merc Military, Merc
Military? Merc Soldier, you mean?
Sorry, not Merc Soldier. Thank you so much. Punisher and Killmonger, and they're getting added tags Skill Military. And then we're also getting the new characters, Yelena Belova?
I don't know.
Yelena Belova. I like Stroganoff and Gulag. I don't know. And then we're getting Red Guardian. Super funky team. A very funny, almost like a hodgepodge of characters. I think personally, the main team obviously isn't going to be what we have from the PDF. I think that's just what we have for now, which is Punisher, Killmonger, Mercenary. Oh my God, why am I blanking
Merc
on
Soldier.
the stupid character? Merc Soldier. Thank you so much.
Because no one uses them. That's why he's just
Right,
like
exactly.
everyone's forgettable.
Yeah. So, we have Yelena, Red Guardian, Merc Soldier, Killmonger, and Punisher. And I think this is a temporary team until we get a more rounded out skill military, because why those three characters along with Yelena and Red Guardian? Clearly it's going to have to be those two, Black Widow, and whatever else is from the Black Widow movie that we haven't seen yet, I guess. I don't know. But for now, cool. We'll go over all the PDF stuff, but we've seen the videos of them. They look pretty fun. They're a strong looking team. They do well against Asgardians and Emma Marauders. So it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, so it seems immediately out of the gate. I'm very curious to see what happens with all this. I'm going to queue up the rosters too for Red Guardian and Yelena's too. So I don't know anything about Red Guardian or Yelena, only that we got teased them for the Black Widow movie, which is interesting that this is coming out now. I know these characters are supposed to come out for the Black Widow movie. Does that mean that movie's coming out sooner than later, or
it is 2021?
Yeah, but is this something that's getting pushed out now because they don't have things on the back burner? Because this is part of these two characters are the part of the the 6 new characters coming to the game with this next patch, which is all part of.
And this next patch will have more characters than usual because of the holiday season. So
yes,
I'm sure these would probably come a little bit later, but since there's going to be holiday stuff, and I'm sure that Scopely is going to be taken off and everything, they're putting them out sooner rather than later. So I don't necessarily think that the movie is coming out sooner or anything like that. So no, I don't think that. I think that we're still getting the movie, when the movie's coming out. I just think that they're being pushed out sooner rather than later because of the holidays, and they were probably just going to be coming around later on anyway, but they're screw it, let's just put it out. I don't think that they're out of characters to put out. I don't think that's possible. I'm sure that it's just a long pipeline of characters that are constantly being created and put through the rounds and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't think they're out of characters or anything.
Yeah, interesting. So I don't know. They look cool on paper, and we've seen some videos which kind of look kind of rad. So I'm curious to see how this.
Yeah, Yelena's got some cool animations.
Yeah, so let's go over this real quick. So if you want, I'll go through Yelena's kit, and then if you want to go over Red Guardian's kit.
Yeah, one after boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so we'll figure out. We'll
boom,
talk
boom,
about
boom,
what we think about it. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
right.
100%. So Yelena her traits are Hero, Global, Skill, Blaster, Military. Her basic is called Widow's Strike, and it says attack primary target for 250% damage, gain an assist from random skill military or Black Widow ally. If this character has any, or if this character or any ally has stealth. Reading is hard, guys.
You're doing great. You're doing
Transfer 2 positive effects, excluding taunt, on primary target to self. Not bad for a basic. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Her special is called Going Dark. It's energy cost 4/4, so you're going to start with this. It says transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, from primary target to self and all skill military allies. So essentially, she's going to take a positive effect and then spread it to all the skill military allies. So essentially, you could they're essentially going to spread all the. She's going to be super spreader. Essentially, is what this team's going to be.
She is the friend of COVID-19.
Yes, exactly. Attack primary target for 280% damage plus apply disrupted for 2 turns. I'm guessing that this is something. These are all skills at 7774 or 5 would be my assumption. Gain +2 stealth up to a maximum of 3. Her ultimate is called Das Vidanya. Energy cost 3 of 5. So you can use this.
You didn't say it right.
I didn't say
Das Vidanya.
No, okay.
Das Vidanya.
I couldn't tell from the.
There's going to be a Russian person watching this, and they are going to stop.
Oh,
it. They are going to be so upset with me.
I can't. I'm glad that you're talking about Red Guardian because I can't pronounce his skill sets whatsoever. So you're going to go. Yeah, we'll get to it. But yes, yeah, so Das Vidanya. Okay, it's terrible. Energy cost 3 of 5, so you're going to use this turn 2. Saying attack a primary target and adjacent targets for 300% damage plus clear all deflects. This attack has 50% extra crit chance. This attack cannot be blocked. So essentially, the attack cannot be blocked means it's gonna, and declaring all the deflect means if you have all the deflects up, the deflect would normally block the attacks with the clear. So that means it just cannot be blocked. So therefore, it's bad coding. I guess.
You think?
No, I just think it's just hey, this is just this is how they're getting around the fact that it can't be deflected. Does that make sense?
Oh sure, yeah.
So or with characters who could block Merc Rygar.
Well, that's two different things though, because deflect and block are 2 separate things. So I guess it does make sense.
But deflect also blocks.
Oh, but does it say block when the characters deflect something?
I believe so. Someone else in the comments below, let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. So yeah, just do that. Figure that out. Anyway, her passive says Red Room Graduate, saying, well, hopefully it's not a nod to Game of Thrones. The
Red Room is where the Black Widow and those assassins are that's where they're trained out of.
Oh, I was thinking Red Wedding. That's what I was thinking.
No. Red Room is where in Russia where all the Russian spies and shit.
Okay, well, there you go. On offense up, gain stealth. So she's going to gain stealth all the time. She's going to be perma-stealth the entire time. While this character has stealth, gain 100% crit damage. Lower crit chances for all enemies by 25%. That's big. Lower the chance to assist on non-attack abilities for all enemies by 25% per skill military ally up to a max of 100%. So she's going, if you have all, because it's if you have
Wait, is that for the enemy team?
No.
They can't.
Yes.
Assist?
Correct.
So does that mean if Yo-Yo punches the basics, that lowering the chance that Black Bolt would then attack after? Is that what that means?
Yes, or with Marauders. So you have it essentially negates Sabretooth and also Mr. Sinister and then also Emma. Yeah. So it's just interesting. So. What do you what do you think about this? I'm gonna queue up her stats real quick just to kind of get an idea of what she's looking at. So they gave us the footage of Yelena at level 80, tier 14, no ISO 8. She's at 102,676 power, and that's 4 red stars, 7 yellow stars. Her health is 176,741. Her damage is 21,343. She's got 8,383 armor. She's got 7,887 focus. She got 6,427 resistance, and her speed is 124. She's pretty fast.
Yeah.
And with this, I'm very curious to see, with damage. So if she's hitting for 250% damage, she's going to hit for roughly probably around 50 to 60K on her basic. And then she's probably going to be hitting for 60 to 70K for her special, and then when if she's gonna
that's not taking into consideration all the buffs she's taking and stuff.
yes, and also getting crit damage and all that stuff. So she's gonna be
Yeah.
in perma stealth the entire time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. So she looks pretty good,
Which is
I'll have to
interesting
say.
because in her basic, Widow Strike gain an assist from a random skill military or Black Widow ally, and this team doesn't have Black Widow on it that we're getting. But I mean, like you could put Black Widow on it.
Yeah, you could.
I guess. Yeah. So interesting that we're not seeing this team included with Black Widow already. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, and the fact that Black Widow doesn't have the military tag, nor is she getting the military tag.
She didn't already, right?
No.
Okay.
So just
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. So anyway, tell me about Red Guardian.
Okay. Red Guardian. Red Guardian is the Soviet Union Captain America. Like clearly,
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Like comics wise, it's pretty funny too because they do everything they can to be like, here's the communist Captain America. It's pretty funny. This is clearly based off of the movie, the Black Widow movie, Red Guardian. Like it is to the T.
Looks like
exactly like him.
Yeah.
Whereas that actor, I love everything he does. I'm a big fan. I forgot his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm terrible with it.
He's great. So Red Guardian, his traits are, I'm gonna move this over to my main screen so it doesn't look like I'm looking to the left. So he is hero, global, skill, protector, and military. I misread when I first skill military isn't a single tag. That's two separate tags, skill and military.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it does say skill military team.
I know that's what I was a little confused about. I guess specifically characters that are skill and military. I guess. Yeah. I read that wrong at first. I thought it was a single tag, but I guess not. So first, basic Soviet slam, attack primary target for 340% damage, plus chain up to one adjacent target for 280% damage. Gain defense up, and in war, apply defense up to adjacent allies. 25% chance to gain assist from a. I always love that when this wording. 25% chance to gain an assist from a Yelena Belova ally.
Yeah, let's go for it.
It's just funny from a Yelena Belova. Like who knows? You could have a second. You never know.
Yeah, just
counterattack.
Mr. Sinister could get you a second
exactly.
one. So there you go.
Right. Counterattack breaks his chain. His special Iron Curtain. Energy costs 4/4. Clear 2 negative effects. If this character is above 50% health, gain taunt, otherwise heal for 25% of this character's max health. Apply defense up to self and all allies. Man, a lot of defense up stuff.
Yeah.
Heal self and all allies for 20% of this character's max health. Wow, a little healing in there too, because why not? Apply regeneration to self and all skilled military allies. And 25% chance to gain an assist from a Yelena Belova ally. Interesting.
Just one. You just only get one.
Lots of
So a lot of defense up and healing.
A lot of defense, but also a lot like from both these two characters. A lot of taking effects, changing effects.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a trend that we've seen in the last like a bunch of characters. Is a lot of like flipping or flopping effects or changing or doing effect stuff. Very interesting.
Yeah, and I like that it says in war, not just war defense or offense. Just
yeah,
in war.
No, very good point.
Needs to continue with that.
That stuff is nice. Yes. That way, it's not so pigeonholing a character.
Yeah.
Into one thing or the other. Ultimate Red Star. Energy costs 5/5. Transfer one positive. There we go. Transfer one positive effect, excluding taunt, from primary target to self and all skill military allies. Attack primary target and adjacent targets for 500% damage. Apply ability block to the primary target and 25% chance to gain assist. Everything he's gaining assist from Yelena. Yeah. I think. See, I don't know Yelena if she's from the. I've never heard of her from the comics or anything. I also, I've not read much Black Widow stuff. I don't know if she's just from the movie. And it seems like the movie. I think Yelena, Black Widow, Red Guardian's kids. I think, but also like. Very. I don't know. I don't think that's canon comic wise, but very interesting. And this last one. Oh God.
Good luck.
Maskirovka. Maskirovka. There you go. I nailed it, dude.
No.
There's gonna be some Russian person just like rolling tonight or tomorrow, whenever this goes live. What's this ding dong saying? So passive, Maskarovka. On spawn, gain taunt. Wow. That's like, is this the only second character we have that on spawn gains taunt? Is it
Correct.
just
Yes.
him and
And Drax.
Drax? Wow, that's dope. On spawn, gain taunt, defense up, and apply speed up to all skill military allies. When this character drops below 50% max health, if taunting, clear taunt and heal for 30% of this character's max health. Wow, that's pretty wild. Gain 25% block chance plus 5% per skill ally. Gain 10% block amount. Gain 30% max health. Skill military allies gain 30% max health. If this character has 3 or more skill military allies, gain 50% focus, and skill military allies gain 50% focus. That passive is strong. I feel like that passive makes the team.
Yeah, absolutely. With the 30% max health, he gains 30% max health, and also with 4 other skill allies, he's going to have a 45% chance to block, which is insane.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, then also when this character drops below 50% max health, what does that mean? If taunting.
So if he's taunting, he's going to clear the taunt, and he's going to heal himself. So essentially, if you're gonna focus fire, target him out the gate because he's going to be taunting. So if he gets below 50% health, he's going to clear the taunt and heal himself, and then literally the next turn he's going to be able to taunt again.
Doesn't also Yelena give him taunt for something? Was am I wrong there?
I don't know necessarily about that, but like his special that you can use first if you really want to, because it's 4/4. It says if this character is above 50%.
Okay, it's his special that gives him taunt besides when he enters. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just interesting. I'm curious to see if this is a one-time thing, because it says when this character drops below 50% max health, if taunting, clear taunt, and heal. So if he's constantly taunting, and he's just dropping below 50% max health, he's just going to bump up.
Heal.
Clear the taunt and heal, and then you can taunt again, and then he drops below, and is he gonna keep taunting? It sounds like a real big pain in the ass to fight against on defense, but it's also like makes for a really good offensive team, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, very interesting.
And so we have the updated characters we talked about to Punisher, Killmonger, and Merc Soldier. We finally get Punisher added to trait military.
I know.
Like, we've been asking for this for what, 2 years now?
OG military man in this goddamn universe. And
yeah, it's like when we were introduced to Falcon, and Falcon had the military tag. He's like, well, let's give Punisher military. Like, honestly, they should have done that out the gate with him. But like, it makes sense why they didn't do it. But like, at the same time, it's just like, open it up to theory crafting. That's the fun part about this game, personally. So, but anyway, 2 things have changed with Punisher's attacks. So his special changed, where it's the same damage and everything like that. But the only thing added to the special is if this character has 3 or more skilled military allies, transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, stealth, and evade. Oh, and evade? No, that's a bummer. From primary target to self and all skill military allies. So essentially, when his special goes off,
so much effect stuff.
Yeah, so like when his special goes off, which you can use turn 1, if they don't have taunt, stealth, or evade, he's going to transfer it to everyone. So essentially, Yelena, Punisher are 2 really good people for this team. I guess this whole team just seems kind of wild in my opinion, but we'll see.
It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on with all of their abilities. You know?
But and then so his ultimate also says the damage stays the same, but in the ultimate says in war, if this character has 3 or more skilled military allies, attack primary target for 240% damage plus 20% piercing. So he's gonna attack.
Because this is his right.
Yes, exactly.
So I wonder if that means he's. I guess I didn't see it in the video. I wasn't paying attention to it. But does he shoot and then shoot?
Yes, he does. He's going to hit.
Did
twice.
You watch it? Did you see that?
I did. Yes, it's going to happen twice. So it's just interesting, especially if you're using this team to go up against Marauders, because he does more damage against enemy villains. So
already, yes.
So inherently, so he's going to do some crazy damage. So if you happen to pull like a 6 or 7 red star Punisher, congratulations.
That's
like,
fire.
It's going to be good. All right, tell me about Killmonger.
So Killmonger obviously added the military trait to him. Also the invisible trait, chargeable. Is that something that we could say that?
Yeah, because they took away charging from him, and now they're adding it back in, I believe. maybe. I don't know.
So for his special, it's his special and his passive that are changing.
Yeah.
So for special, if this character has 3 or more I keep wanting to say skillitary, 3 or more military allies. I'm gonna say skillitary.
Skillitary.
That's what I'm saying. If this character has 3 or more skillitary allies, transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, from primary target to self and all skillitary allies. So that one doesn't exclude evade. That's interesting.
Oh yes, so that you could do that for his specials.
Right. Interesting.
I wonder why that's the case. Why it's the case for Punisher and not Killmonger.
Well, because this special isn't a big like an AOE like that, right? It's just a single hit.
That's
so
true.
I feel like with an AOE like
it's still
like the
primary
Punisher's
target.
grenade.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's only the reason I can guess. Yeah.
Weird. I don't know. Strange.
Attack primary target for 200% damage 3 times, right? Yeah. On crit, gain offense up, lose charge. Otherwise, gain 1%. Gain +1 charge up to a maximum of 5. Right,
yeah, that's the same as it used to be. So they only added that whole skillitary thing with him stealing and spreading buffs, the super spreader. So
right. So it seems like, in the difference for the passive, the only difference is the last part of the passive. Yeah, the last part of the passive, which is gain 20% chance to counterattack, gain 20% chance to counterattack for each Wakandan. Now it adds or skillitary ally.
Yeah.
So
if you're running a full team with Killmonger, he's always going to counterattack no matter what with this team. So rip to those who are putting Killmonger on Merc defenses. So until you build this team up, like it sounds like he's gonna replace. You actually have to work on the Mercs for defense if you want to use Killmonger.
Yeah, which is interesting because we're seeing a lot of the Merc team with Killmonger and Shuri, which I think is a pretty good team. Yeah, that's what a lot of people seem to be running. So I don't know. That kind of stinks, but like whatever. Remake the Merc team. I don't know. This I feel like this team. There's so many strong and Marauders team. There's so people. It's like that's the most annoying thing to me in defense stuff. So I'm excited to have something to combat that with 3 characters that are kind of already leveled. I'll only have to level 2 characters instead of a whole team now. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's better than nothing. So now we're on to Merc Soldier.
Yeah, so Merc Soldier got the added trait military. His special changed a little bit. So there's a little bit of a change to his special. His special said attack primary target for 200% damage plus adjacent targets for 190% damage. The new one says attack primary and adjacent targets for 240% damage plus apply bleed. In war, clear 2 positive effects on primary and adjacent targets. So he's going to attack, instead of just the primary target, he's going to attack all targets or adjacent targets for 240% damage and apply bleed. And then also clear primary targets, primary effects on the primary and adjacent targets. So he's going to be essentially
he's not stealing anything though. That's nice.
Yeah, he's just
not nice,
clear.
but I mean, the trend has been that it looks like things have been stealing, but that's the first one it seems where it's just clearing.
Just clearing. So you could actually be doing yourself a disservice sometimes if that's what you're trying to do. So, but good. And in his passive, used to say gain 20% damage and 15% health. His new passive says gains 30% damage and 15% health. In war, gain an additional 30% damage and 20% max health. Skillitary allies gain 20% max health. Military allies gain 30% damage.
Okay, so skilled military has to be its own tag, right? Or no, is it still skill? That's interesting. So I guess you could, like, if you, I don't know, for whatever reason you had Captain America on this team.
Yeah.
She would get 30%. Yeah.
Yeah, with Captain Marvel, Falcon, Captain America, that kind of stuff. So it would be, it could be beneficial. It adds a little bit.
What did I say?
You said Captain America. Captain America.
He is. Sorry. It's funny. I meant Captain Marvel, but yeah, Captain America still works. Wow, between Merc Soldier and Red Guardian, you're gonna have a beefy team.
Yeah, it's gonna be silly. So between
that's a lot of health, dude.
It's a lot of health. If you have, so hopefully you guys have like a 7 Red Star, or I should say 5 or 6 Red Star Merc Soldier. So I know I have a 5 Red Star Merc Soldier. So yeah. I'm actually kind of excited for this team. I might start working on them. I don't know. Kind of tough to say. what do you think? Are you running out to like start working on these teams now, or
No, I'm still focusing on other meta teams. This team is definitely gonna be strong. I think it's just not something like for me, a free to play, more casual players. I'm not running out for it. I mean, I feel like a lot of us already have like mediocre between Killmonger, Merc Soldier, and Punisher characters. Am I gonna spend anything on Red Guardian and Yelena? No, but I could see the reason why. If you do spend on the game, why you would, because those are pretty good counters to a few meta defense teams that are annoying to deal with. I'd rather not use the teams I do use on that. I guess I don't know.
or you have a secondary team that you can use. Like you're countering more than one Marauders or Guardians or whatever.
Well, because I only have one. I have one real team that ever counter Marauders, and that's my Power Armor Tron team. That's it. So I use them, and I'm done. You know what I mean? Someone else has to take care of the rest of those Emerald. You know what I mean? So
you use that? That's kind of true. I haven't tried Marauder or Tron. No wait, Power Tron.
Yeah. That's the only team I have that's viable enough, and that's only really a punch across. Well, it can punch up. Some people have had better chance punching up. I don't like to do over 50k with them just because I don't have many T4s into my Power Armor. I don't. They're not like that strong. I think I get like 320k with Power Armor Tron. So
interesting. So I don't know. I think this is like an interesting team. Like most people will have Merc Soldier at 7 stars already, especially with Punisher and Killmonger. I think people used to work on that. Right. I like how they're slowly introducing like new characters to make other teams viable. So I like the like how you said before. Like I like the fact that like now, if you wanted to, you only really had to work on Yelena and Red Guardian. Now you have a whole new team to use on offense. So,
yep.
And I actually just looked. I have a 4 red star Merc Soldier. It was a 6 red star Merc Sniper rip. That was that's what I was doing. So maybe now I'll have to work on Merc Sniper to put with my mercenaries because I'm going to take Shuri and. Well, actually, I've been thinking about putting Korath instead of Killmonger and Shuri. So I'll do maybe like Bullseye and Korath with my mercenaries, and then also putting, Shuri. I don't know where Shuri's going to go. Well, Shuri, I guess I'll use against, CM Vengers or something like that. Who knows?
Right.
But anyway,
right.
Anyway, so let us know what you guys think in the comments below for the YouTube. And if you like and want to support us, you can follow us on Instagram at og.podcast, our Twitter. It's OverachieversP. Our website is Be an Overachiever. No, it's not. Not anymore. It's ogpodcast.fm. I almost messed up that one. So that's where you can find us there. You can also find us streaming our podcast on Twitch at twitch.tv/ogpodcast, as well as we have other things. What's going on?
My cat's going through the terrible twos. And like before we started this, Mallory was painting. Polly stepped in the paint and then ran through the apartment. And now, dude, you can't. It's a cartoon. And then now she just knocked over some bottles. She's like she's hitting puberty, and it's So anyway, about streaming us on Twitch.
Yeah, you can watch us stream our podcast on Twitch at twitch.tv/ogpodcast. And please, if you like this, please tell your friends, rate us on your podcast platform or choice. Give us however many stars you want and give us a review. It helps us out. Keeps us in the algorithm and whatnot for recommendations.
Reviews and ratings help us so much, y'all. They help more than probably anything you could do for us. Every time you review or rate the podcast, we get shot up in the algorithm. So please leave us a review, a 5-star review. Oh, really, you're being generous, Charlie. Leave us a 5-star review, and then. So I really appreciate it if you do that.
Yeah, and also check out our Discord, all that fun stuff. There'll be links below for everything like that. So anyway,
where I will not post spoilers to the Mandalorian.
Yes, and my eye light just literally turned off. So that's great. I'm glad this is the end of this thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add some video at the end that they gave us so you can see how it works out against Marauders as well as against as Guardians. And then you'll see all the videos of showcasing the breakdowns of kits and everything like that. So if you want, you can take a look at it yourself for what they gave us. And then that's it. So see you guys next time whenever we do the recording next.
Thanks for hanging, y'all.
Sundays. Yes.
Sundays.
Bye.